that just made it a little bit closer, didn't it, Slap? I've been creeping, man. Three wide into turn one.
Sideways in front of me.
I just saw the C switch on the radar. Oh my god.
Couple BMWs just.
He's walled
He
off.
can't.
Never
He's
mind.
walled off.
Stage is definitely playing to your left there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh! My
You're gonna
God.
have to
Alright,
push
let's
out.
go
You're
for
gonna
it.
have to
Let's
push
go
out.
for
They're
it.
gonna be back right corner.
Check the right, Sarv. Right. Up on top. Yes!
One enemy remaining.
Back right, you saw her!
Back right.
Oh, Jesus, plus
Four.
I will not die here.
Hold it! Let's go! He's insane!
No
Let's go!
way. No.
Shot on target. Sarv's there for the save. Bangs it downfield. It's going to get cut off. Going for the catch. Gets bumped here, but doesn't get knocked off course. Picks this one up. Great dribble. What a flick. Just under crossbar. Sarv. Great shot.
I'm not going to give out the password
Alright.
quite yet because I just updated it. I want to make sure it works before I give it out. Gotta want to have a
They
colossal
are
headache
setting
on
up
my
the
hands.
lobby for the evening and getting the password.
That being said,
You just want to get in first, don't you?
you'll get charged.
Good
no.
old
No, I like to check.
Mountain Lightning.
The one time I don't get in first will be the one time that the password doesn't work, and then it's going to be an absolute mess.
Okay, there he goes. He just took down the servers for the night. Valencia, that's where we're going next
Checks
week.
out.
And
That'll be a
Steve,
fun race.
You are a veteran.
Everybody
You're an absolute
is.
stud.
Is that just
We're
saying
all
I'm going
veterans here.
live?
Yeah. We're rounding out this season, and we got some pretty cool suggestions for next season's theme. The track list for next season has already been established. The qualifying track has already been decided upon. So lots of content coming up here, and the off season will be dictated on Clue. Already asking for clues. Not
Clue?
not
the
a
clues.
chance.
The hint is Doug's OnlyFans.
Yeah,
It's sponsored.
unfortunately.
Everything's sponsored by it.
There's so many feet. It's not even kidding.
Yeah, if you guys want to support
Probably-
SRA, please subscribe to Doug's OnlyFans.
Once
We are
these
taking direct donations, but
servers
this
come
way
back
you
up,
get something
we'll,
in return.
be getting our password and then.
Thing is, Doug's OnlyFans is all feet. It's
logging
probably a racetrack down
I
under.
tried starting it so we didn't
You're
have
not
to
wrong.
sit through all this, but
This season's qualifying track is Bathurst. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Please do not go and practice a whole bunch at Bathurst, and then be upset with me when it doesn't end up being that.
oh, it does take a minute for them. to
4,000 hours of Bathurst later.
Hey, yo,
But while we're waiting,
Dan Meyer with the
Whoa, man.
questionable opinion.
we are working on also getting our car for next season. We've got choices between the
Yeah, come at me. Dan Meyer is a
Aston
veteran.
Martin
He's been here
GT3,
for,
the
since
V8.
OG days.
the Audi Evo that we've
True.
raced before. We would not bring back the
Is Caden in here?
target paint, but possibly we wouldn't bring it back. But that was a good good
Yeah,
one.
Caden's in here.
They've
Can you
got
post
our
the OBDA
296
t-shirt
Ferrari.
design idea
I don't
that you guys
like
have?
how this back is.
I
It looks
absolutely can. Let me
really
grab that real
dumb to
quick.
me.
Post
Oh,
it in
goodness.
chat. It's absolute monstrosity.
The rest of it's fine. And then
Yeah. Let
what
me
was the
find
other
this.
car? Of course, the McLaren that we're currently
There's no
driving is an
password,
option.
Justin. We don't want you to race
The
today.
AMG also.
All right, the
Yeah.
password does work. So the password for tonight, if you are so inclined to race, is Scotland, all lowercase.
Again?
Yep.
So unoriginal.
Come on,
Just wanted to
man.
make sure that it worked. So
Trying to
we're
be
good.
efficient here.
No one would have guessed that it was the same password twice. That's why. I
There
did
we go.
that.
Impossible.
All right. If you've managed to join the session and you don't want to see what the OBDA t-shirt looks like, then
Where
feel
did we
free
get-
to hop on out of here. Enjoy your race.
Wait.
Good luck. Drive with that
Scotland?
mutual respect, and you're good to go.
Did it not put me in the race? Okay, we're also gonna leave the
What the? Does Scotland have 2 T's?
Nope.
Oh my god.
That's what I was saying, man. I was so confused.
I was
COTLAND.
like, what?
Did that put me in this
Anastasia?
time?
You coming up here, bud?
Hey,
What's up?
yeah, I don't have service populated for me for whatever reason.
There we go.
I'll make sure all selected.
We can disconnect from those guys. So we Hacksaw was the last one in there when we joined before, so not much of a difference on the difference of pit stalls. I did make sure to not worry about signing into the admin stuff because the only reason I decided into the admin password is to set penalties, and if the penalty thing is messing up where some people after getting disqualified from qualifying aren't allowed to hit race during the race and they only have a qualifying ban and not a pit lane start, then they get 2 penalties for the price of 1, and it kind of sucks. That's what happened to Harold Harold McDonald last week. So there's no point in me ever signing into the admin thing anymore. And if they don't have in-game chat on and they don't go to the driver's briefing and they go out and do stupid shit anyways, then that's on them and they deserve to get punished a second time for it. So I guess fuck them. We only have 18 tonight. Wow. Well, the odds of a top 15 are looking pretty good at the moment. I know of at least 2 drivers that were not racing. There we go. There's Curtis. We're getting a few more. And a minute and a half before we have to start our qualifying. We're looking for a 2:01. Like a low 2:01, 2-minute flat. But we'll see what we can actually get. We seem to be like a second off on every single one of our qualifying sessions this season, so my old best was for sure in the 2 minutes, but we haven't had that kind of luck lately. So I guess we'll see what tonight holds on a track that I'm really familiar with. Maybe it'll kind of bounce back in our favor. Alright, so we got a little bit of time. We didn't really focus too much this week on this. We kind of focused on testing those other cars and seeing what we want to kind of look at for next season more. And we've narrowed it down from the huge list of cars that you saw to 4. Tried the Bentley. I still don't really like the Bentley. It's just an older gen car that's not good anymore. The Lambo's really hard to see out of still. The Mercedes could be an option, but I just don't feel really good in it. The Porsche's still not that good for me. Plus, it's slow in the straights, and I already have enough skill issues as it is. I don't need to get a car that's also slow in the straights, so I can get blown by every time we get up to speed. Lexus is just old and slow. The same with the Nissan. Then we got all the older models of all these cars that we've tested and want to drive. So like the Ferrari, we have the 296, but we have both 488s. The old Porsche, the 2 other Audis, the V12 Vantage, the Jaguar, which is really outdated at this point. So the Audi that we've ran before, the Audi R8 LMS Evo 2, is pretty good. What's up, Blasian? The Ferrari 296 that's right there next to me is an option. This car again is an option. And
green light, give it all you can.
The what's the other one that I said? It's the Aston, the Ferrari, McLaren, and the Audi. Aston, Ferrari, Audi, and McLaren. Yeah, there's that's 4. Oh, neither one of the BMWs either. I don't really care for the BMWs. They're another car that's more of a good cornering and handling, not as good on the straights. Still better than the Porsche, but not all that great. I feel like my pedals are just a little too far over, but we'll see here. Not a whole lot of cars, only 19 drivers. Being the lead car, I have nobody in my way, so that's good to know. $19 cars, so I can't have my worst. I can't tie my worst qualifying of the season. I had a somewhat decent shot of starting in the top 10 too. I gotta remember that these curbs here And this next right-hander I need to stay off of all night, because they will send you to the moon. Which is fitting for an old airplane hangar. Airport with hangars. World War I or World War II? I can't remember. Silverstone's such a good track, though. At some point, I think it'd be cool to have a light, and once I get an actual setup, have a light and a cam. You guys can see the pedals and the footwork. I mean, you can see it. Well, you can't actually see it in the bottom right because I have it blocked. I normally have my camera in the top, so I don't know why I'm using this camera. We'll change that for the race. Yeah, because no one really cares about what my driver rating and all that is. It's not that big of a deal. Plus, it's confusing. Well, for about a lap here, I'm gonna have provisional pole, because I'll be the first one to cross. I'll have the first time it goes in. Yep, that's what happens when you do that. Not a great lap either. Yeah, and that's why we leave it in 5th, because we have to shift back up otherwise. I'm sure they switched to me on the broadcast when I hit the curb too. They're like, alright, Silverstone, he's putting in a good lap here, and oh, he fucks up and hits the curb. 2:03, yeah, that's a pretty shitty time. That's fine, we're gonna make up a bunch of time here. Yeah, 2:02.6 is what Swift put in there behind us. There you go, roof is 2-minute flat. Damn. Oh, we're not catching that. Better through there, and you'll see it. Yeah, look at that time shooting way up. Still gaining time. And they did say when they went from the 1.8 to 1.9 patch that you'd be about a second slower places. So a 2013 would have been a 2-minute .3, or a 003.3. 2013. And we got 6 guys out qualifying that have made a lap so far. Yep, there's Garcia. I knew Garcia would be up there. Those 3 guys had a couple bad races earlier and got dropped into the silver. And just put on a tear since. Just blew that one. I mean, look at that, like, the 3 guys above me are all within 0.2 of a second of each other. And then I've got half a second to the next car behind me. It's crazy how much of a gap we have in this division. Ideally, you want like 2 to 2.5 seconds, maybe the whole field. Whereas in like a D1, it's like within a second and a half for the whole field. They misjudge a lot of these lower divisions. Like when they went to 4, D4 was kind of off. And then when they went to 6, 5 and 6 were kind of off. Now that 7, 8, like they've still missed the mark a couple places. But you know, you can't always balance everything out, and some people improve. The only issue I have with the system is if someone's been, you know, say like Doug's been D1 gold before, like just a couple of seasons ago was in D1. He shouldn't ever be D5 or below. Like he's way faster than all that. So. And you shouldn't drop more than a division in a season anyway. And some guys dropped 2 or 3. Man, we were up 6/10 there, and I kind of lifted a little bit to make the corner and fucked it up. Yeah, Garcia put in a 201. Game. It just won't let me put it in reverse. I was trying to get out of his way. That's fine, whatever. I mean, like I said, doesn't matter what I've done this season, qualifying's not gone well. I mean, 59.4 in D6 silver. I mean, 2-minute flat, like I said, I could do that before. The 201, what? 201.2. We were on pace for like a 201. Or no, 2-minute .8. My bad. We were on pace to be between these guys a little bit. Mars moved up. He's been pretty impressive. Channing, I think that was who just crossed there. Yeah, Channing, Rufus, 236 just qualified. Oh, I couldn't have got another lap in anyways. That was the end of it. So 9 9 silvers, and I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back right now. So theoretically, I'll be like 15th. I don't get it. These seasons are ridiculous, man. I kind of want to go and look at the SRA leaderboards for this week. Oh, also we need to change that webcam to the top right cam. Boom. And let's make ourselves a little bit smaller. We don't need to be so big. There we go. That's a lot better. So we're looking at the seasonal here. Silverstone. Just my division. 57.2 is the fastest. 59 flat. 59.3. D2, D3, D3. Low 2 minutes or even D4. And you can see what I did here. I did a 2022, a 2021, a 2016, a 2010. See? And that was just earlier today, right? Yeah. That was just in an hour, or about half an hour ago in the practice lobby. So even my fastest time is just above D6. So I feel like if their times, their little referenced lap times are accurate, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I'm right on the, like, me and Harold here, even McAnee, like, he's within a 1/10 of the line. And Doug, the 4 of us are right where we're supposed to be. We're right on that line of D5, D6. Curtis Lee and everybody up should at least be D4, in my opinion. If you're running D4 times down in D6, and like Curtis was D2 or D3 a couple of seasons ago, D3, Durbin was D3, Hacksaw I think should have been D5 this season. Rufus, he's hit or miss. Like he's done some good races. He's also done some really crappy ones. Lorenzo, same way. Like he's got the speed, but he just doesn't finish well a lot of the time. I think Swift, McAnee, me, Harold, Sonner, Cab, Loong, all pretty close in times. Pellerin's not done too bad either. Oh, I just realized my teammate's not even here. Yep. We'll watch Durbin here. Durbin's first one to cross. Instantly 59.4. God damn. Curtis is up there. McAnee right below me. McAnee will get a faster lap, I know. Saunders 2 seconds off. Which, by the leaderboards we saw, Saunders was a 1/10 or something slower than me. So that means he should be right here in a bit. Andrew McDonald. I know Andrew and McDonald were slower than me in the practice earlier. So I'm not surprised to see them just a little bit off. We'll ride with the 9th place driver here. Space Baker, Grover, Lorenzo, and Hacksaw need to put in a time. Grover's the second car on the bottom. Oh, that makes these a little bit weird. I guess I can put my guy in this bottom corner. And move the baseline up. That looks pretty centered. We're gonna keep an eye on Durbin and Curtis for one, just to see if they can top Garcia, or if they're gonna get outclassed by the silver driver, who's clearly not a silver driver. He just had a couple bad races when they do the gold silver placements for the season, and he just happened to be slow enough to be in that silver section at the time. And that's Curtis right in front of him, so Durbin's already made a time. Yep, 59.2. Durbin's leading. Grover to third. Curtis is jumping up, right? Fifth. McEnany to seventh. Damn, McEnany said that's what I can do. So he did a 50.3, or not 50.3, a 2-minute .3, .4. So we're gonna have a few silvers up there. Racing one-handed. I'm just nah. Just watching. I again had a shitty qualifying. Well, I'd say I had a shitty qualifying. A 2:01.3 is only 0.3 off of what I practiced a little bit ago, and with the updates from 1.8 to 1.9 physics, everything is about a second slower. So I was running 2-minute flats like these guys before. I just haven't found that speed back yet to get it. Hey, look, there's my car. I'm parked right next to McEnany in the pits. You see Deoxys, baseline, the Hoot Hoot Noctowl logos on the front. Pretty happy to have at least ran the livery this season to represent space. Got a cool Pokemon. And then I don't know if anyone's seen it. I'm running defense form Deoxys. My teammate was running attack form Deoxys. So we have the same exact livery minus the Deoxys on the side is different forms, which I thought was super cool. If we had the ability to have 3 people, we would have had the speed version as well. They've got 2 minutes. They got enough time to do this lap and start another one. And so far, we're not going to be last. We're guaranteed at least 4th from the bottom. Sonner and Space Baker can make some time on us, but they're not looking too good there. Here comes Sonner. Sonner 0.2 behind. And Space Baker is 9.92, so he's right here, this dirty lap here. Let's try with Space Baker for this lap. See what he does. Sliding, that's not good. He's at directly in front of Space Baker. 6.54. And that's Space Baker done. And Sonner spun too on this lap, so both of them are done for the qualifyings. So 14th of 19. I've been the bottom 25% of every starting grid this season. Which, for most people, you'd be like, man, that kind of sucks that you're starting at the bottom part of the grid. But looking at the reference times, all season, my reference times have been right on that D5, D6 border. Some tracks I'm a little bit above the line. Some tracks I'm a bit below the line. I don't think there was a single track where I was D4, D3, D7. It's never way over the line. Like, I wasn't 2 divisions faster or 2 divisions slower. Or even a division slower. I've always been at least D6 in time. Some of them have been D5. So, hoping, decent race. There's not as many cars, so maybe the lap 1 shenanigans will be a lot less. And then we carry on to Valencia next week for the season end, and we find a new car. Hopefully the track selection works with the car I pick. See what my options for teammates are. We're gonna go let's see, seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next season. So we'll go 6 for 6 on new teammates. I haven't had the same teammate 2 seasons in a row. Right? Because I had Zach for season 3, Jan for 4. Season 5 was Bruzik, maybe? 6 was last season, so that was Aoki. And then season 7, I had Brule. Who was my season 5 teammate? Oh no, Jeff Shepard. Jeff Shepard was my Nacho Donkey was my teammate in 5. I knew it was a baseline guy because we both quit like halfway through, like quit carrying about 3 races in. We realized that the divisions were really fucked. I don't really. Channing, Marr, Lorenzo, those 3 kind of scare me. Rodriguez kind of scares me too, being a couple rows. I mean, he's what, 3 rows in front of me, but he's got Lorenzo right behind him, and that kind of scares me. Those guys a little aggressive at the start. It said that I needed about 100 liters of fuel, so I think I've got it set to 103 plus 1. So we'll see. Right. I'm gonna bump that to 25.0. Yeah, 103, 1 liter. Just in case we have to take tires, we want that the same. 51 on the brake bias is fine. 10 wing. There's nothing else I really want to change. TC2 seemed to be helping. Oh, telemetry. Let's put 50 laps. We won't get 50 laps, but we'll put 50 as our lap count for the telemetry for that. And then what we'll do is we'll sit here for a second. We'll get to like 40 seconds or something, and we'll go back and we'll hit setup, so it resets the setup and keeps the tire pressures, because we're at 25.1. You'll notice at some point it'll drop. Appreciate it, Void. I'm just hoping for a race where I don't get wrecked, whether it's my own doing or somebody wrecking me. That's really the only goal for tonight and next week. Then we'll do just like we do with Pokemon. After, you know, we have a few bad sessions, we kind of just refocus and get back at it. And so far it hasn't changed, but we are going to jump back in, reset it. There we go. And at 30 seconds we hit the button. Mm.
Hmm. 30 seconds.
There we go. Oh, Swift behind me. Dang, I didn't realize he had qualified so poorly. That's his teammate. Oh, Cab's like, I don't see Cab, but Cab's behind him somewhere. Oh, yeah, 2 cars
Going single file.
behind there, the other white Porsche. I got a purple BMW, a purple Ferrari, and a purple Lambo all in the row next to me. That's hilarious. Let's see how Durbin fucks up lap 1 again. Red Ferrari are in front of me. Man, sometimes these pace laps are so slow. I'm thinking about it. Let's change tires to off and set that to the grid correctly. Just a couple of seasons ago, if he's not still on it, Channing was on a controller playing this, which I could not do when I tried it once. Same with Project Cars 2, I could not get the controller to feel right. And if I do play the new Forza, which is highly unlikely at this point, I will not be playing that on a controller either.
Stay double file.
We're also hoping on next season to not have 75% of every grid to be a Ferrari 296. I would say that 80% of the field is the new Ferrari, the new Lambo, and the new Porsche, which makes sense. I think everyone wants to try the new stuff, but it just makes for boring races when everybody's driving the same thing. Then it just becomes a spec series. Waiting for the speed limit thing here to pop.
Green light, go, go, go.
People already cutting each other off. So dumb. The Space Baker and Sonner just drove up the middle of the field like that was the last lap. Cars in the dirt. Tobias, you need to be getting ready for bed, so that means being quiet. that car in front of me just keeps fucking lag jumping. And I'm not showing frames dropped. I'm not sure entirely it's on me. If I should dip out, take the pit now, and then get away from this car.
There's a slow car, man.
We'll just go ahead and get the pit out of the way. I have nothing to lose by pitting now. I have more to gain by not having to deal with cars in front of me. Oh, that looks perfect.
Mandatory stop and start clear. Come on, let's go.
Did pit again, and I'll make sure no tires either. Like I said, we're not here for points or positions, we're here for a clean race, and the best way to have a clean race is to avoid cars. It's kind of boring, but I almost rear-ended that guy like 3 times. I don't really want to actually rear-end him. Yeah, 30 seconds behind the field right now. Tobias, you're supposed to be laying down, getting ready for bed, not play fighting. That's twice. You can be grounded tomorrow if I have to say it again. Made up 4 seconds in that lap, so we're catching the guys at the back by a little bit here by not having to monitor our speed based on the cars around us. Space Baker's in the pits and behind them. And Rufus and Swift have already pitted too. Wait, I'm totally confused as how Space Baker's been in front of me, but he's a lap down. That was a 4-minute lap by him, so he had damage and came out. Okay. Off my qualifying time, so that's not bad. Should be about within a second on full fuel.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
That's Curtis. Damn, that's one of the points leaders. Rufus is probably going to catch us here shortly and pass, so we're just, when it happens, I'm just going to let him by. We're not too worried about fighting him. Man, that was over us. We were over a second up, so. You know, we've only ran maybe 20 liters off of our tank, and we're already ready to dip into the ones. Lorenzo's off. Kidding, so that's another car we pass. I mean, it's still a 201, but it was dirty as hell because we had that off-road excursion. Understeered there and did not want to turn. We lost a lot of that green that we had. Too much grip on the front. It's just understeering like crazy. Yeah, Rufus caught me quite a bit there. And they're running 204s. Cab's running 204s. Lynn is not on pace at all today. Oh, Loon hit. Okay. I was like, wait, somebody's not there.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright, now we just follow Rufus. Maybe we can get into a groove. I mean, Curtis is only a couple of positions ahead of us.
Yellow flag is active. Slow car ahead.
already put a second and a half since he passed me.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. There's a slow car up ahead.
Yeah, I made one wreck. And there's another position. And now I know I'm gonna get by on many pits. It's definitely within that range. Lee's probably within my range of passing in the pits.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
There's McDonald going on.
Losing to the car ahead in sector 1.
The reason why the gap is so big between us and the cars directly in front of us is just because they haven't pit yet. So it'll tighten back up here shortly. Urban's still leading with Garcia right on his tail. And then Grover and Rodriguez.
There's a slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Curtis also not having a good night. That's 2 positions, so we'll probably be 12th for sure after pit stops. See if I can gain a little bit more time on those other guys. McDonald pit 2. Figured that's who would be racing tonight was McDonald and Swift. And they're a little bit behind me, so that's pretty good for us. did not get a good run through there. I'm not sure what he was doing. We'll have to get him down one of these long straights here in this portion, but. This guy's doing. There you go, he finally blew a corner low enough that I could get by him. Facemaker back in the pits. Poor guy. Like his third trip. seconds to Mar. That's an important number. Somebody's off. Right? No, I'm 12. I've been 12.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Lund. Our laps are not doing too well right now. So we pulled away from the guys that were racing. That's what matters.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Halfway, damn. What's up, Mosh? How you doing, buddy? I catch that on the straightaway. Just chilling, getting ready to do some games soon again. Racing's going good. We started like 19th. We're up to 12th, I believe. Not a lot of people showed up. There's like it's like a 40 to 50 car grid at the beginning of the season, and we've got 18 people now left in this lobby, and we started with 20 or something like that, 22. A lot of people, summer vacation, work trips. A lot of people said, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I just really like this track, otherwise I wouldn't even be here tonight. We'll see how we feel next week. It's a new track. We'll see if I get any time to actually qualify for it. We got a few guys in front of us that have yet to hit. So we're kind of hoping that when they pit, we'll be in front of them. I think it's about 30 to 35 seconds. So we'll get Lee when he pits for sure. He'll probably be back there in 14th or 15th with McDonald and Swift. Rufus already pit, so he's kind of just going to be in front of me the rest of the night. Mar in 9th is going to be close. Yeah, that's a 2:05. That was a shit-ass lap. About 4 seconds slow from what we should be running. Yeah, Mar's like 40 seconds now. I'd have to gain a good bit of time on him to pass him, or he takes tires. One. I think if he takes tires, though, he's fucked. Let's see. 126, 606. So Channing and Mar are really close to each other, so they could race a little bit here and maybe slow each other down. When people are racing IRL, do they have some kind of screen that shows them the info you get? Oh, like distances to cars in front or behind you? Not necessarily. Basically what you see in the dash in front of me is the majority of what drivers will get. Gear, what traction control, what fuel mapping they're on, what their ABS is at, tire pressure, how much fuel is left in the tank. Anything like gaps to the next car, what position you're in, that's all given to you by your crew chief or your spotters. And that goes for pretty much all racing that has spotters. You know, they'll be like, hey, you're strong in this sector of the track. I need you to keep digging. You're catching the guy in front of you. Or, you know, Lee's gapping you. You need to settle down, get back into a rhythm. You're losing time. Video games give you the positions because you know, as a person, want to know how much time's left in the race, what position you're in, how close you're to people. You don't always have that person spotting. Which in endurance races, when we do those, there'll be anywhere from 2 to 4 drivers. So you'll have one of the drivers that's not racing sitting in your lobby, and he'll tell you all that info. Like, I don't ever look at position and stuff in an endurance race. I just usually have whatever my spotter driver is telling me all that. I do look over to see, like, okay, there's a guy that's 9.5 seconds back, and then I'll check a lap later and see if he's still catching or not. I don't think TC1's the call, or TC2 is the call. I think I should go back to the aggressive fuel. If I'm ever off on one of those weekends where they do an endurance race, I'll do one and stream it. But this league, SRA, the last like 4 that they've done have been on weekends that I work. And I think because the way they spread them out like, you know, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So it's an even number, so it's always going to be on weeks that I'm off, or working, not off. And I'm not swapping weekends, because that would be dumb. So I'm just gonna have to catch one somewhere, even if it's not this league.
Yellow flag is acted.
And I really know this track a lot. We've done I've done a 3-hour and a 12-hour race here. I've done 24 hours at Spa. What else did I do? 4 hours at Coda. 12, yeah. How do you do that? Okay, so you see how like my name is down there in the bottom. When you have an endurance race, you have multiple people signed up to the same car, and then at the top of the screen, they'll have a list. It'll be like, it'll say like SAR driving next to it, and it'll be in green, and then say like, you're one of my teammates, so you put Mosh, and so it'll be like MOS, and then it'll be like online or something. And then when I go into the pits, what I do is when I go to change tires and add fuel, I request you as a driver. And then what you do is you just sit there. I drive the car through the pits, and I set it up, and it goes through the refilling the tires and all that. And then I give you a countdown, you know, 5, 4, 3, usually about 5 to 10 seconds. And then when it gets to 1, you have your wheel or controller. When you hit the, I'll hit the ignition. So all you have to do is hit the starter and go. And then now you're driving and I'm just watching. And it's like that simple. And you just do that for the whole race. Every time you go into the pits and you want to change drivers, you just request who's online and you go with it. We've done the 12 hours, I think we did 3 drivers, maybe 4. The 24-hour driver is always 4 or 5 drivers. Then you have dinner, lay the kids to bed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, usually what you do is you have your opening driver, and then the guy that's coming in next is also in there at the start of the race. And then if the first driver, say like, I run 2 hours, so I run two tanks of fuel. When I'm getting ready to leave, the third driver will come in and he'll sit and chill. And then I'll dip, go eat lunch or dinner or whatever, depending on what time the race starts. And then they'll take time swapping. And then if it's like a nighttime, I'll set an alarm to get up like an hour before I'm supposed to race. That way I can get up, eat if I need to, pee, grab some caffeine to wake up. Usually 15-20 minutes in the rig before, just to kind of warm up. Get my hands and eyes ready for the driving. Ooh, I was looking at the positions, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Damn, Channing's hitting, but he's still gonna come out quite a bit ahead of me. 7 seconds. Oof. I don't know if I can make that up. That's basically 2 seconds, about half a second a lap. No. There's 17 minutes, that's 9 laps. So basically a second a lap I gotta make up on him. Oh, well, not a second anymore. He's only 5 seconds ahead. If I can get Channing and Curtis, that would be great, and then I'd have a top 10. And I'm pretty sure I have a top 10 in every season. Talking too much? Yeah, that too. That's why a lot of people don't stream their races, because it takes so much focus to drive the lines correctly every lap. I honestly don't care. I'm here for fun. even on the seasons where I've had a chance to win a race, whatever. Apparently my best is a 3rd place twice in this league. Lots of top 5s and top 10s though. Alright, let's see. Curtis has got 14 minutes to pit. He's going by. Oh yeah, there's some people that are insane. I'm actually friends, well, I say friends, I've raced with a few people on some of the pro esports teams, like Darren McCormick from the Williams race team. We used to race each other a lot in Forza. And, you know, he's a lot faster than me. So it was mostly him passing me every race, but he did give me some pointers, you know, and would help me out with shit. And, you know, he's on a pro team, and he'd be running probably 56s right now to my, like, 202s. And this guy's been on, you know, big esports events. He went to Le Mans a few years ago and did the esports race there. I mean, he wins races, you know, for money, so yeah, there's some pretty gnarly people on this. Even our league's got a few people that, you know, have tried out for some of those esports and been pretty close to making leagues. But you have to be a, you know, top 50 or top 100 driver, and they're like trials and qualifications to even participate. Like right now, I think our leaders are doing 159s, so they're like, you know, 2 seconds a lap faster than me right now. Curtis is hitting, so that's good for me. I should be able to pass Curtis here. That'll put us 11th. And then we just need one more person and we get that top 10. Swift got by him too. Damn. Speaking of Brett, he's catching me. He was like 15 seconds back not too long ago. That big off I had is probably part of it. Damn, everyone in front of me so far is pitted. Where's 126 at? He's still running. I think he's too far ahead for us to lose a position to him, or gain a position from him pitting. Kind of staying equal to Channing. Rufus is gone, McAmee's gone. Rodriguez is in 7th. Man, if we can get Channing to slip up just a little bit and give us a whiff of his bumper, we can get some draft off of him, maybe catch him. But right now he's just running too consistent. And again, half a second there. 2:03.2. Ran into 227, so I ran, yeah, about half a second quicker there. Now it's just about hitting our marks and not that's enough. I think that'll be a track warning. Really? I'll take not getting a track warning. 3 of those and you get a drive-through, so definitely don't want them. I turned in way too early. Just downshift the catch. There we go, we're now 3.9. We struggled through that. That one. Yep, that one was. Seen a lot of dirt being kicked out, so he's on a lot of the edge of the lines there. Kind of like I just did there. I've got to get 3.8 seconds without losing the 5 to Swift. Nicely done through there. Alright, buddy, have a good stream and games. I'll catch you probably tomorrow for some games. Oh no, you work tomorrow night too. Never mind. I will not catch you for games since we both work. Friday, maybe. Yep. Forever closing on Thursdays. Sounds good. I'll catch you Friday. Have a good weekend. Still catching him. I need about a second and a half a lap though. And I got about 4 laps to do it. We know we're faster, we just gotta be smooth. Yeah, Mara only ended up 10 seconds in front of us. If we'd kept him within that 35, 30, we would have been in front of him too. Now he's way off on the edges here. Guys, you need to be laying down. He's for sure losing his car here. I only have 15 drivers left. Good lord. Curtis, I think, dropped 2. Gained a bit out of that. Alright, so Brett's dropped back a little bit.
Gaining on the car heading sector 1. Losing pressure on the right rail.
Ooh, I really roughed it up over a curb. Pressures are a little low. We'll keep watching. 25.9. Got about 2 laps. The other ones are staying kind of stable.
Pit window is now closed.
We just gained a whole bunch of time back. There you go, pressure coming back up. It's just because I hit the bumps. Alright, here. Basically, I get 2 seconds to lap and catch him. I need him to bobble one corner. Irvin might be on his last lap this time by.
Okay, he was on the final lap.
Okay,
Give
so
it
I
all you
got
can.
a lap and a half to catch him. I'm doing everything I can to catch him. There's half a second in that. I need bigger gains though for this sector.
Neither has finished the race.
Coming up a couple laps short. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna lose that spot to Swift, too. Oh, that sucks. Whatever. Yeah, oh no. I just hit the curb trying to maximize my time around there. My right rear's still fucking off pressure from when I bounced it off that curb and lowered it. Once you get a low tire pressure warning, it's kind of hard to get it back. Oh well. 11th, 12th, it doesn't matter.
Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy. 8 lap.
30 laps though. That's not a bad race. That makes sense though. They're running 2 minutes, 60-minute race. They're running 30 laps. Free practice. I'll keep those because I need to upload them. All right. Is this still up on this side? Let's see if is Mr. Mosh streaming. Is anyone else streaming too? Who else we got that streaming? Mosh is not streaming yet. Okay. Let's send it to No Name Gaming. That's our buddies from some Rocket League. Also does a little bit of iRacing. So send it over to them. They're playing some house flipping. Sounds fun. Appreciate everyone hanging out, watching me not fuck up a whole race. Just the end of the race, it looks like. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.